Universal Orlando has made 3 Halloween Horror Nights announcements for 2025. There's already merchandise over at the theme park, so let's go check it out. Here at the Five and Dime store, Halloween Horror Nights has begun. Here we have our first sign of Halloween Horror Nights for 2025. Never Go Alone merchandise inside. Let's check it out. This is so exciting. The beginning signs of Halloween Horror Nights. Wow, we even got a massive prop piece that looks like an abandoned cathedral. Never Go Alone, written in vines. Could that be a reference to the Pumpkin Lord? But look, right here we have the crow, or I believe that's a raven actually. This raven could be a reference to the stilt walking character that you'll find at Universal Hollywood that has not been at Universal Orlando yet, so maybe we will finally get the raven stilt walking character here in Orlando. Here's some shot glasses. This hat is pretty cool though. I mean, honestly, I would rock that hat. Of course, we have the new candle, and this year's color is green. Last but not least, Halloween Horror Nights 2025 t-shirt. First look. Here's the logo for this year's Halloween Horror Nights 2025. All right, right here below the ominous looking mirror is the t-shirt. Now let's take a look at the back. We get a full-size glimpse of that raven with the eyeball in its beak. Never Go Alone, written in branches, written in vines. It looks like a reference to maybe, possibly Wicked Growth. Oh, and look at this. Look at this lamp. Oh, very vintage looking. Turn of the century. I love it. Gothic architecture. It looks like a gargoyle's holding up the lamp. And there's the t-shirts of this year's Halloween Horror Nights below. But look at this ominous looking mirror. What could be going on there? Is it just a mirror? Or is it something more? Oh, do you see that? Oh, it's so brief, it's so hard to see. But there's a face that pops up in this mirror. Wow, it is so brief and hard to see. Let's try to zoom in and see if we can find it. Come on. Show your face. There he is. There he is. If you recognize that character, let me know in the comments. He's been around for the past couple of years. If you recognize this character, it's kind of hard to see. There's also a tank top with this nice burgundy color here. Never Go Alone. I kind of like that. It's pretty cool. I like how the crow has an eyeball in its mouth or in its beak right there. That's a cool detail. And here's the tank top, Halloween Horror Nights 2025 on the back. Just a few days ago on Friday the 13th, they announced the next house for Halloween Horror Nights 2025, Jason Universe house. This is going to be basically just a Friday the 13th house that combines all of the movies into one house, which is going to be very exciting. Look at that. Let's go inside and take a look at the merchandise. This display has been up since, I believe, May is when they first set up this display, when they made their first announcement for Fallout, which I believe was the very first announcement. A couple of weeks ago, I believe maybe about 10 days ago, they made a Five Nights at Freddy's announcement, but I don't see Five Nights at Freddy's here on the merchandise little poster that they have set up. These window displays, you have Jason in the top left-hand corner, and you have the guy from Fallout in the bottom left corner. Nothing for Five Nights at Freddy's, which makes me believe that Five Nights at Freddy's will not be a house. It will be some sort of show or possibly a scare zone, because these two are confirmed as houses. Five Nights at Freddy's is nowhere to be found. We have this beautiful display right here with a ominous looking mirror, and then you have the Fallout merchandise right down here. I'm a big fan of this Jason t-shirt. The front has the Jason Universe logo with the Halloween Horror Nights 2025 logo beneath it. And then the back is very cool. Jason standing there in his iconic pose, and it says Jason Universe at the bottom of the shirt. He's very menacing. This is a very cool design. I might have to get this when it gets closer to the event. Hopefully they don't sell out, so maybe I'll have to get it in like a week or so. You also have these mugs right here, and this Jason mug matches the t-shirt. Looks very cool, and it is $25. That's a fair price, I guess. So right here you have the Fallout tumbler with the vibrant colors, Halloween Horror Nights 2025 logo with the Fallout logo. Very vibrant, very fun. I love the colors. The red with the blue looks great in my opinion. The Fallout shirt looks fantastic. I am Actually, I have never played this video game, but I do love the design. Maybe this house will make me want to play the video game. I believe that the house is going to be designed after the TV show and not the video game, but still super cool. So I want to know if Five Nights at Freddy's is not a house like we saw on the window display. It was nowhere to be found and there was no merchandise. And they said when Universal first announced Five Nights at Freddy's on their Instagram, they said more information to come, which makes me think it's not a house, which is kind of upsetting, but it could be like a scare zone or a meet and greet area or a themed bar, which would be very cool. Like a themed bar for Five Nights at Freddy's would definitely be a lot of fun. Maybe even a place where you could play mini games, like a game arcade area. Not 100% sure. Maybe even like kind of a bigger food booth, almost like the size of like a restaurant, you know, or maybe a show of some sort. Maybe we're finally getting a show other than Nightmare Fuel. That would be very interesting if there was a Five Nights at Freddy's show. I would rather have a house, but I think they'll do it justice this year. I think we'll get good representation of the movie and the video games. I want to know if it's not a house or scare zone, what do you think it could possibly be? I'm leaning more towards like a themed bar / kind of scare zone area. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.